times in which the world boasts breathtaking advances in science, technology, industry, and wealth accumulation. Recognize that the world is hungry for action, not words. Act with courage and vision. I am proud to wear the symbol of this global call to action, young people, and ask you to take it forward, along with millions of others.
Good morning, Sissy Iris. How are you?
Good morning, Leon. I'm good. Thank you. And yourself?
I'm good, thanks. First of all, welcome to the Bindu Business Show. So I'm just reviewing companies, small businesses, just to find out, how you started your business, and how things are going. And maybe something that you experience might help someone who's starting off and they don't know, they don't know how they're going to make it, but it's something that maybe you have accomplished, and it might help someone. So that's why we're actually having this interview. So we're at Preeminent Auto Refirnishers. Quality work and quality service, I think, is your slogan. Yes. So Iris, this is how would you describe this business? If someone asks you, what do you do? What does Auto Refirnishers do?
We do panel beating and spray painting. We repair cars that are involved in car accidents. We paint them, and also those who have scratches on their cars, we do fix the scratches and we paint them.
Oh, okay. And why did you get into this type of business?
My second job after passing matric, I came to Joburg. My second job was working in a panel beating industry. I was washing cars that are already finished to be repaired. Then I wiggled my way in. The business interested me to see how they do this type of work. So I wiggled my way in all the departments in the panel shop. I ended up doing the work by myself. What I used to do as I was busy washing cars, I ended up in the kitchen doing tea for customers and for staff. I didn't like it a bit because I was telling myself, I passed my matric, why should I work in the kitchen? Why should I clean cars? It's not what I always dream of. Then I used to check my boss when he goes out with his car. I would run to the workshop and ask the guys, please borrow me your overalls, and they will give me their overalls, and then I will watch them while they're working and ask them, show me, why are you doing this? How do you do it? What will be the result when it's this? They were also willing to teach me, but unfortunately, my boss always caught me in the workshop when he comes back. He would say, I don't want you in the workshop. Please go back to your work. I'm gonna fire you if I find you back here. And then I would apologize and go back to my work. All the time when he goes up, I couldn't wait. I will always run back to the workshop until he was fed up with me. Also fed up of threatening to fire me. He ended up saying, you know what, I'm tired of you. Go get another lady, then I will ask the guys to teach you the work. And then I went to get another lady from KZN, and then we went. We went in the workshop and he told the guys to teach us how to do the work. And then they taught us how to do the work, and then it was more interesting to me, wanting to do more. Then I ended up also back, what I used to do over the weekends when I'm not working, when I get to the location, when I see someone who's got a car that has a scratch, I would ask them, can I please fix your car? You don't pay me anything until I'm done with the work and you see you're happy. Some of them, they were willing to give me that opportunity. And then I used to do that over the weekends. Working with somebody who already has experience. Then that's how I get more involved personally as well in fixing cars. Then in 2014, I started registering the company. Before, it used to be fix-it panel beaters and spray painters. I registered, but I couldn't get any funding to fund the business. I struggled. I was told everywhere where I go and knock for funding, I was told, you are the first woman who has this type of business. And my business plan was stolen by the service providers that that they used to say they want to help me to get funding. Because my business plan was telling you step by step how you start fixing the car until the end. So even if you don't know panel beating, looking at my business plan, you can say, no, let me do this because it tells you step by step. Okay, fine. I couldn't get funding. I started working at the back of my yard. I worked at the back of my yard, and then when there is no work, I would go and look for a job again because it was really, really difficult. Until to a point in 2019, I had to open here officially. Either there is work or there is no work. You know, when you do something trusting in God, God always makes sure you succeed. When I started working here in 2019, there was no work for about 5 months. I could able to pay rent for 6 months. I didn't have work until the 5th month. But the guys who were helping me from the back of my yard, they resigned where they were working and said, no, Sis Iris, we're joining you because we believe in what you are doing. We've seen how you do things. We believe we're resigning. They all resigned. I had 3 guys. They all resigned. They all resigned and came work with me. They would clean this workshop. The workshop was empty, having nothing. They would clean the workshop and sit outside, eat their lunch boxes, and when it's China time, we would go home. We carried on until the 5th month. And these guys who were helping me, they had families. They sacrificed their families. They sacrificed not getting paid for 5 months. But what I promised them, guys, as soon as we get work, I will make sure I pay you for all these months that you sacrificed being with me. Then we went and market ourselves at Foster's Toyota. They gave us 1 car to fix. It was a bronze car. We fixed that car. It was a job that could give us 5,400. We shared that money among us. Then the following month, Toyota gave us 3 cars. Those 3 cars, they gave us about 24,000. We also shared. And then other people also were coming in a bit by bit to request codes. That's how we started off.
Okay. And what has been your biggest accomplishment up to now? What would you say is your biggest accomplishment?
My biggest accomplishment, is to work with the insurance companies. More business is when you work with the insurance companies. When I worked from home, I couldn't get insurance work because it was a high risk for the insurances to send work to me while I'm working at the backyard. Because of the security reason and other reasons. So the first insurance that could assist me, that was Standard Bank. That was Standard Bank, also through the assistance of SAIA. SAIA is the association of all the insurance companies. So I could manage to get into Standard Bank panel. They interviewed me and they were happy about the work that I was doing. They were willing to assist me. Then now I think I'm working with about 7 insurance companies. I'm on Standard Bank panel, I'm on AIG panel, I'm on FNB, I'm on not FNB, APSA insurance panel. I work with MySure does Scratch and Dance, and Bidvest, part of Bidvest. And
Okay.
yeah.
So if someone is insured with those companies, they can come to you and say, I want to fix my car here.
Yes.
Okay. And so how hard was it for you to actually form partnerships with this company? Was it very difficult for you?
It was very difficult because there is a criteria that you have to follow. Firstly, they need to have the type of equipment for them to send their clients. Secondly, you have to have the insurance for the business, more especially public liability and all that. So I had to get all those type of things.
And what would you say actually sets your business apart from other similar businesses?
What I can say is, as you can see, our slogan, it says quality work and quality service.
Okay.
What we focus mainly on is to restore people's cars. We make sure our quality work is up to standard, and the service that we give to customers, we make sure is up to standard, so that the customers can also send out the word. If they're happy, obviously, they will tell somebody out there that my car was fixed there and I got good quality work and I got good quality service, so you can go there.
And what would you advise someone who wants to get into this business?
What I can advise, rather start from the beginning properly. Register your business. Inquire what is needed by the industry. The main important thing when you are in this business, I forgot to say, you have to register with retail motor industry. Retail motor industry is the association of all panel beaters, but there are other associations as well that are in the industry. Associations, they help you as a company. They also help the customers when there is dispute between you and the customers. They also mingle with you, and also they take you step by step what you need to prepare for your business to work professionally. So I would advise, register your business, inquire from RMI. There is a list of things that they will give you to prepare. What equipments, they will tell you what equipments you need, how your workshop needs, how your workshop's supposed to be, and all that.
Since you said when you were starting, there was not a lot of women in this business, ne?
Yes.
Has that changed, or is it still the same even now?
It's still the same. There are some women who are in the industry, but they're not so many. Our workshop is so small for now. This is the entrance to the workshop. Since the workshop is so small, we do everything in here. This is panel beating where we start working on the car. This is a panel beating bay, and this is a spray booth. This is the biggest investment in any panel shop. You would require to have this also for you to get into the insurance panels. They will never give you work if you don't have a spray booth.
Okay.
Yes.
I think something you also told me is that to get the perfect color, you can actually get it from the VIN number, ne?
Yes. Normally, you know, when you're working in the location, you run with the petrol cap to go and mix paint. You will find out the color of the color of the work that you've done. It's two colors. It's not exactly the same. There is what you call the color code for you to get the right color. When you open your car, on the doors, either front doors, left or passenger, driver side or passenger side, on the doors you will find your color code is there. You take that color code and that's how you mix the paint. If you don't have, there's no color code on those, you take the VIN number. You call the dealership, either it's Toyota, VW or Renault, you call them, you ask them to give you a color code. They will give you a color code. Then your color will be perfectly the same. When the work is done, your color will be matching 100%.
So Anisha, here you get a car with 4 different colors. So this shade is different.
That exact color. And you won't believe, since we started here in 2019, we never experienced of a car that is done in 2 colors. We never experience that.
No quality.
Yes. And the quality. People, they really admire our work.
No, thank you a lot, Sis Iris. I wish you the best. Hopefully, I'll put your phone numbers at the bottom of this video. So if someone is in an accident, they can definitely call you and you'll sort them out.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I'm also going to show pictures of before and after, just to show some of the cars that you've done.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.